There's more?
Kevin's been barred from seeing her.
By whom?
Dorian has convinced the doctors that Kevin is an impediment to Cassie's mental health.
Where's Kevin now?
Oh, last time I saw him, he was wandering around the parking lot of St. Anne's trying to figure out how to get in.
I've got to go find him.
Yeah. So, Zach. You married?
No.
Ah. Wise choice. So, Zach. Come here for a second, will you? So, what do you think? You think I should switch these two paragraphs around?
You're asking me? You're the Pulitzer Prize winner.
No, he's not asking you. He's avoiding me. Run along, young man. My husband and I need to talk.
Stay right where you are, Zach. I can't talk to you right now. I'm working. So forget Joseph Pulitzer. It's your opinion I want.
Pay no attention to Mr. Hayes. He's in a snit. Because he's overworked and underpaid like the rest of you.
Ignore her. So what do you think? Think I'm front-loading this?
Fascinating as this may be, whatever this is, I have to get to work.
Okay, whatever it is, can't we just forget about it?
No, I don't think we can, Dorian. Not as long as you're keeping Kevin from seeing Cassie.
Oh, I see. So Kevin gets to ravage yet another relationship, and this one isn't even his.
Ravage nothing. All Kevin's trying to do is be the best husband he can be.
No. You are. That's you, the best husband and also the best friend to Kevin Buchanan. Not that he deserves it, but it shouldn't surprise me that he's managed to pull the wool over your eyes. Because you are the most decent, generous-hearted man I have ever met.
It's amazing. You're amazing. You can go from violent outrage to sweet supplication with the speed of the Concorde, but it doesn't change the basic issue between us.
Which is Kevin Buchanan.
No, which is what you're doing to Kevin Buchanan.
Because of what Kevin Buchanan did to my daughter.
Cassie didn't go around the bend because of... Forget this. This isn't getting us anywhere.
No, it isn't. It isn't. But we can't allow the situation to spiral out of control.
You have allowed it to spiral out of control. Don't you see that?
Now, please. I can't get through this alone, all right? So if I said something a moment ago that I shouldn't have, I'm sorry.
Do you mean that?
Yes. Of course I do. How can I convince you?
Call St. Anne's. Tell him to let Kevin in.
No, I can't do that.
You'll excuse me, I have a story.
Mel! Just a moment, Dorian. If you'll excuse me, I need to see my husband.
No, you need to see me first.
I can't think why.
Don't play games with me, Dorian. You had Cassie committed to St. Anne's, and now you've banned Kevin from seeing her?
I had Kevin banned because he drove her there.
What's happened to Cassie is a tragedy, okay? And I understand you're looking for somebody to blame, but not Kevin. He's her husband. They love each other.
Cassie must have been having problems when she married Kevin. Otherwise, she would have seen him for what he is, a liar and a cheat. It's his betrayal that has driven her over the edge.
Oh, Dorian, just don't be ridiculous, because you know it's more complicated than that.
Oh, forgive me. I forgot about your first-hand knowledge of mental illness.
Will you stop taking pot shots at me, and will you just think about your daughter? Whatever problems they may be having, Kevin and Cassie are married. They're husband and wife.
You don't care about my daughter. All you care about is your precious son and his reputation.
Okay. How do you think it's going to look to Cassie when she realizes that her mother kept her husband from seeing her, a man she loves and needs?
Let's see. Kevin is morally bankrupt, Joey's in love with a psychotic, and Jessica is pregnant before her 18th birthday, and you're going to lecture me about motherhood?
Whatever my failings as a mother may be, at least I don't use my children to continue and carry on some stupid, petty vendetta.
Oh, of course, this is all about you.
You're not listening, Dorian.
You have always been the center of the universe.
You know something? I really thought we'd got past this. I thought that you and I had shared enough pain that we weren't going to inflict anymore. I also thought that we wanted the same thing for our children, which was happiness, pure and simple. Apparently, I was wrong.
My daughter could never be happy with your son. And as long as it's up to me, Kevin is never going to lay eyes on her again.
I guess I should have listened to Kevin.
So he could further deceive you about what a caring husband he is?
No, Dorian, he was so concerned that you wouldn't be able to handle the news about Cassie. And I, like a fool, defended you.
Just like you did with Todd. You'll never learn, will you, Vicky?
I told him I was so sure you would be his ally, because Cassie is your first priority.
Cassie is my first priority. That's why I'm keeping Kevin away from her.
You know, if it were only Kevin that you're hurting, it wouldn't be so bad, because he's tough and he can take it.
No, Vicky, that's not toughness. He's got no soul. He's got no heart.
The shame of it, Dorian, is that you are hurting your daughter, Cassie, so much more.
This is not your concern.
Yeah, well, we'll see about what that, won't we? However, it is my newsroom. I want you out of it.
Mel, this Harridan is trying to throw me out of her newsroom. Are you going to let that happen?
You heard Vicky? It's her newsroom.
Excuse me, are you taking her side?
Dorian, you had better exit quietly. Unless you want to make that phone call.
Dorian? Yikes. What is this, Goodwill? Okay. Let me guess, this is about Cassie, right?
Don't you play innocent with me. This is about the fact that you didn't come home last night.
All right. I'm well aware of that. I was working on a story, an important story. Besides, Vicky was swamped at the Banner. I decided to pitch in and help.
Vicky,
I left you a message.
Why don't you just pick up your things and go someplace where you're needed? Because you are not needed here.
This is all about siding with Kevin, right?
Kevin is an abuser, and he's a threat to Cassie.
Oh, Dorian.
But that is not why I'm sending you packing.
You call this packing?
Mel, this is not the time for jokes.
There couldn't be a better time for jokes. All right. If it's not about Cassie, what's it about?
The sanctity of marriage.
Which marriage are we talking about now?
I was such a fool. Vicky always wants what I have. I should never have let you work for her.
Whoa, wait a minute. Let me work for her? Now, we'll go back to that. Why are you so jealous of Vicky all the time?
That is so absurd.
Well, then what's this about?
It's about the fact that you should have backed me up. You should have told Vicky to back off. I mean, we can fight here at home all we want to. It's practically the foundation of our marriage. But on the other side of that door, publicly, I expect devotion and respect, and that's not what I got from you.
Okay, so all of this is about putting on a show for you, right? That's just what you said.
It's about presenting a united front.
Dorian, we are a united front. We're married. That doesn't mean you're automatically right all the time.
Oh.
All right. Hold your horses. Oh, God. I'm sorry I let you down.
You should be.
Don't you see? You violated the sanctity of the vows Kevin exchanged with Cassie. He's entitled to the same respect you want from me.
I'm sorry, but Kevin is the one who violated his vows, and I do not call that a marriage. He strong-armed Cassie into marrying him. She wasn't in a rational state when she said, I do.
And I was when I said I do to you? All right, you're right. I should have backed you up. But don't you see I shouldn't have to?
What's that supposed to mean?
It means that Kevin and you and I and Vicky should pull together to help Cassie.
No! Because Kevin and Vicky do not have Cassie's best interests at heart. It's because of him that Cassie's in the condition she's in today.
As I remember, last time it was Andrew who was responsible for that. Isn't that so?
Now, what are you implying? I'm simply trying to protect my daughter.
Yeah, by keeping her away from Kevin?
Precisely.
Dorian, you have to let Kevin into this process. He's Cassie's husband. One phone call is all it'll take.
No. And if that's what you really want, then you can just get out of here.
Yeah, I may just get out of here if you keep this up. But I'll do it under my own steam. You're not going to throw me out. You're not backing off on this, are you?
No.
It's funny. I remember when I first met you. How different I thought you were from my first wife. A volatile, impulsive, over the top about everything. I loved you for that. Now, just seems like wretched excess to me, Dorian.
Really?
You're hurting people because of what you're doing. Doesn't that matter to you?
So, I guess the honeymoon's over?
Honeymoon's been over for a long time. As for the marriage, we made a mess of it.